Hi guys, Jason from JVA Carpi Adventures, and you join me on yet another Friday after work o'clock. This time though, I am at Temple Lakes, which is within the Bury Hill complex. But for now, let's just roll that intro. Right then, so I am on Temple Lake. Now, there is a reason for that, guys. Very sadly, Temple Lake is going to be closing its doors in February of 2025. So I need to try and get a couple sessions in before it closes. It's a lovely lake that I have not fished as much as I would like, and I'm going to make the effort before it closes to at least get 2 sessions in. So, interestingly enough, I didn't get here till quite late today, guys. Obviously, we are in winter o'clock at the minute, and I was set up probably by about 6:30. It's about 7:15 now, guys. I've actually, if you can hear oil going in the background, apologies. I've got to get some food on. I am Hank Marvin. So, weirdly, I got here tonight hoping to go for one of 2 or 3 swims. So, I was either hoping for swim 9, swim 1, maybe swim 14, or even maybe swim 6 as well. So I got here, guys. There's nobody on the lake at all. So I parked the van up, come up to swim 9, stood here for about 5-10 minutes, didn't hear or see anything. Obviously pitch black when I got here, guys, and about 2 degrees, so chilly and pitch black, nothing. So I thought, okay, right. Got in the van, went round to swim 1, nothing. Walked around to swim 14 and 15, nothing. And then decided to go for swim 9. So I'm coming to you from swim 9 on Temple this week, guys. And I know I will say straight off the bat, I'm not making any excuses, but I have spoken to Charlie the bailiff during the week, and it hasn't been fishing well. But guys, if you've been watching the vlogs, it seems nowhere's been fishing well. If you're an angler and you've been out in the last 3 months, it's been tough going. So most places have not been fishing well for the last couple of months, at least 2 to 3 months actually. So rods are in. Let's put the little map up for you. I've gone to spots A, B and C. I might not remember exactly what's on what, guys, but I think spot A is spot A is actually a Bait Solutions HF1. It's one of the very first baits I used here, guys, to be fair. Is when I first started out with Bait Solutions. And sorry guys, yeah, so my right hand rod is on a HF1 pop-up, which is basically high fruit, a bit like Tutti Fruit if you like. It's orange in colour, and I have actually caught quite a few fish on that. It was my first bait that I bought from Bait Solutions before I was a member of the team as such. And yeah, I have caught quite a few things on it. So even recently, I think this year I caught on it as well, earlier on in the year obviously, but I think I caught on it. Now it is a pop-up, and I have put it on a stiffed hinge, which isn't something I use. I've used it somewhere I went recently where I thought there was going to be weed and all. I think it might have been Farlow's, so I think I used it at Farlow's, and I decided to pull it out again for this. I think it's a good rig for a pop-up presentation here. So that's out on spot A. Spot B is actually a Nash Scopet Squid 12mm wafter. It's also another bait. So what I do, guys, before coming here, I go through my captures on the lake, remind myself what's worked, what's not, because I can't always remember. And I'll be honest, one of the things that's caught me the most this year is actually the 12mm Scopet Squid wafters. In fact, I think I had 3 fish out of swim 1 on that, so I had a really good session. So that's gone out on the middle rod. The left hand rod is a white OG Fish Magic Beam, the smaller ones, wafter, guys, in a solid PVA bag. So that's what's out for tonight. I've got my fingers crossed. I'm praying, I will pray to those carp gods in a bit, and hopefully I'll have something for you before the morning. Now, obviously it's not been fishing well and there's no one else on the lake for a reason, so it really hasn't been fishing well, but I am feeling fairly confident, guys, to be honest. Yeah, I'm going to make myself a burger, listen out, because actually, even though it is colder this week, guys, there is zero wind. The lake is flat calm. It just looks like a sheer bit of glass in front of me now. There is a bit of moonlight, so I can still see some of it. And I'm super buzzing, guys. I'm really, really super buzzing. I can't believe I've got to a lake wondering whether I'm going to get in one of my swims. I'd be, really hopeful and happy fishing. And I could have gone in any of them. Basically, the only bait in the lake for tonight, no one else has come, is mine. So I'm not saying they're down this area. I didn't actually hear any fish or see any fish at all. But if they want bait, they're going to have to come up here and get it, isn't they? So fingers crossed I can get a fish for you guys tonight. If not, I'll probably end up giving you an update in the morning, guys. Obviously, it's dark o'clock now. You just can't see anything outside at all, really. And I need to eat. That's the other thing. So, catch up with you guys in the morning. Morning all. So, yeah, unfortunately, by that lack of footage, it means I didn't have any fish last night. Didn't have any liners, didn't hear anything. Daybreak has just started now, so I can see the water ahead of me. The bird life has been an absolute nightmare during the night, guys. I've got to be honest. Normally the geese are quite bad on here, and last night was no exception. It was pretty bad, if I'm honest. Oh, a lovely little robin in front of me. So, what's the plan of attack for today? Well, as I said yesterday, it looks like I've kind of got the lake to myself, so it kind of would be a good opportunity if no one turns up. In fact, most people, I would have thought, if they were coming, it's gone 7 o'clock now, so, they would have probably started rolling in, maybe there's more to come later, I don't know. But it does possibly give me an opportunity to put the bait boat out with the deeper and literally go round all 15 swims and see if I can locate the fish. Now, I've gone into swim 9 because I do know it's a swim that has had good winter form, and that's something there, guys. Wherever you're going, make sure you research your lakes, looks what's come out from where when. Obviously we're in December now. In fact, when I arrived yesterday it was December the 13th. That should have given me a bit of an omen, eh, guys? But I'll be honest, guys, because no one else is here and my bait is the only one that's in, I am a little bit more confident than probably what I should be. I know I haven't been here for most of the year, and I know it hasn't been fishing well, but when your rods are the only rods in the lake, it does give you a little bit of added confidence. I've got to be honest, guys. I'm like, well, if they're hungry and they move about, then they're going to have one of my baits because there's nothing else in it. That said, if I'm I am at one end of the lake, so I'm at the top end of the lake, if you like. And if they're at the bottom, and this is the slightly deeper water, but if they're at the bottom end of the lake for some reason, I'm in totally the wrong place. So I think I might give it to about 10 o'clock, guys, as I normally do in most places. Leave the rods where they are because I'm not unhappy with where I put them last night in the dark. And then more than likely get the bait boat out with the deeper. First of all, investigate my swim and the swim next to me and the swim in front of me. So do 8 and 10. See if there's any fish in there that wouldn't involve me moving, obviously. And then extend it from there, really. I think that's really got to be the plan, and if I have to move, I have to move. It's that simple, otherwise I'm camping. So if the rods don't go by 10, I'll bring them all in, get the old bait boat out with a deeper, and basically investigate the whole lake, see if I can find where these fish are huddled up. If they're not up this end, then where? So that's your morning update, guys. I'm going to enjoy my coffee and hopefully see a sign of a fish somewhere. I mean, at the minute, it did drizzle a little bit earlier, and it wasn't meant to. So I thought, that's not good. But it seems to have stopped, and it is fairly flat and fairly calm. And like I said yesterday, even though the temperatures are much lower this weekend than last weekend, the lack of that terrible wind means it doesn't feel that cold. You know, I'm actually only in a t-shirt and a hoodie at the minute. So, yeah, quite happy with everything, guys. I mean, obviously, you know, if you get to a lake and you've got it to yourself, I'm buzzing just for that, if I'm honest. You know, I've got definitely pleased about that, but I need to get on the fish. So I'm going to enjoy my coffee, watch the water, have some porridge, warm up a bit, and see what we can make happen. Thanks for watching, guys. I do appreciate your support. Right, well, it's about 10 o'clock or just gone. Saturday morning, guys. I brought the rods in, went and had a bit of a comfort break and did a little walk around half the lake. Spoke to a nice guy down the end in Peg 14, Nigel. Nice meeting you, dude. Thank you for supporting the channel. He has the same quest to fire bivvy as me after seeing my review. And then bumped into another guy called Adam who's had loads of success on here. So I was talking to him for a bit, getting some advice. And guys, you know, if you go to a lake that you don't know really well, or even if you do, always walk around and talk to guys. You'll get good bits of information. I've just had a couple really good bits of information and I'm going to be applying that to my fishing for the rest of today. I'm going to redo all the rods, guys, get them out, and fingers crossed maybe get a fish or two. I will say this morning in front of the outlet here, or I've been told it's called the Monk, I did actually see a fish show. So yeah, that might be somewhere I go, but I've been advised I might want to fish behind it actually, if I'm brave enough, so that might be something I do. I don't know, it might be a bit hard with my line lay, but we'll see. Alright guys, I might show you around the swim a little bit actually, so let's do that now. Alright guys, so this is my swim, bivvy's there, rods go there, and literally I have a bit of margin down here. Then in front I've got an island in front of me there. I might just zoom in a little bit for you guys, probably a better view. And then I've got a little bit of margin here, guys, so let's just show you that again. The island in front, there is that outlet there which I may be going, I did see a fish in front of, but I may be going behind later, and then the margin there. Afternoon, so it's about 12:30, guys. I have got the rods out and I just thought I'd quickly show you where they are. Now I might move one of them for the evening, but for now I'll show you where they are. So there's no one all the way down this bank and all the way to the other side, so the swim over there is actually it's that way, the swim over there is swim 6, and I've actually gone past 8, 7 towards 6. No one's over the whole of that bank, so I've put one over there just to put one out the way really. Then the island in front of me, I'm just off of it about a rod length, and then I've actually gone to the old outlet because I saw a fish there earlier. Now that's the one I might move later, because towards the island in front I have seen quite a bit of movement, quite a bit of traffic. Now obviously I believe it's smaller fish and all the rest, but I do believe that bigger fish would be there also, so might be a case of for tonight I take the one off the outlet and put it over there. But that's where they are for this afternoon, guys. Fingers crossed I can get you a fish. The sun has come out and it's looking quite lovely actually, as I'm sure you can see. It's looking quite lovely indeed. Quite a few more people have turned up, so I didn't get the opportunity to take the bait boat around, but I did investigate my water, 10 in front of me and 8 next to me, and didn't see any fish, if I'm honest. So we're just going to stick with our spots and have my fingers crossed that I might be able to get you something before I leave tomorrow morning. Thanks for watching, guys. Right, it's about 6:30 Saturday evening now, guys. I thought I'd better give you a bit of an update. So just before it got dark, about 4 o'clock, I redid all 3 of my rods. The only thing I've sort of changed really is what's on the right hand rod. So it's still a, God, I can't think of the name of the rig. Still a stiff hinge rig with a pop-up on, but this time it's a tiger nut and maple pop-up rather than a HF1. The middle rod, which again is out towards the island, is still a Nash Scopet Squid 12mm wafter along with some freebies. And then the solid PVA bag that was over towards the outflow, whatever you want to call it, I've actually just put out straight in front of me off the corner of the island, about 2 rod lengths off, only because I've seen a lot of traffic, probably mainly smaller fish, but loads of traffic of fish going through that area today. So I've put a solid PVA bag with a Steamies Pineapple Tigers out. That's it, guys. No one's had anything out today. It has been quiet. Obviously it's dark o'clock now, and no doubt I bet these geese are going to probably keep me up tonight as well. What a racket they did last night, guys. Bloody hell. Right, so that's a quick little update for Saturday evening. Hopefully, fingers crossed, praying to those carp gods that I can get you a fish tonight and hopefully show you in the morning. So if you are out on the bank, guys, as always, stay safe, and I'll catch up with you in the morning if I don't get one through tonight. Morning all. So Sunday morning, coming up to about 6:30. Still absolutely pitch black outside, and unfortunately with that lack of footage means I didn't get anything last night, guys. I'm not sure if anyone else did. I didn't hear anything, but last night I did actually get some sleep. I think I hadn't slept Friday night. Last night I definitely went out for a good few hours. Woke up a couple of times, but definitely got a bit of sleep. So I am going to have to be off before 10 o'clock this morning, guys. So there isn't really any redoing the rods or anything. It's a case of leaving them sit until probably about 8:30, 9 o'clock. Obviously I need to get the van, and also I'll have to bring them in at some point. So probably a couple of hours left, I would say, guys. So I've got my fingers crossed. I have been praying to them carp gods that hopefully I can get a fish, but obviously I've not been up to date with everything that's been going on here, but I have been informed it has been fishing extremely hard. I'm still hopeful though, guys. You know, I'm hoping the minute that daylight breaks in about an hour or so and they start moving about, you do see them moving about a bit more in the morning, or fish it anyway. I'm hoping I can nick a bite there literally just before I leave. That's my hope. So I'm going to have some porridge and warm up and keep my fingers crossed I can get a fish before I finish. As always, thanks for watching, guys. Sorry it hasn't been filled with loads of fish. I normally do alright here, if I'm honest. Maybe I picked the wrong swim this time. I did actually see a fish yesterday over here, so I wasn't as keen to move after I saw that. And there was plenty of fish moving through the swim. I'm not saying all carp, but there's definitely fish moving through the swim yesterday. So, you know, I always think if you've got the smaller fish moving through, you'll get the bigger fish moving through. So, right, I'm going to have some porridge, wake up a little bit. I can't say watch the water because it's still pitch black out there. Although that said, the moon has been fairly full, and when I've got up during the night, I've been able to sit and watch the water for quite a bit. It has put quite a bit of light on the water. It's gone down now because it's not as high, but you still can see some of the water. Right, let me get back to you in a while. Morning, guys. So it's about 8 o'clock Sunday morning. I've got to be off by 10, so I'm going to start doing a slow pack down. Obviously everything's still up, nothing's been packed away at all, so I'm going to get on with that. So if I have any fish, obviously I'll put the camera back on, but for now I'm going to do a closure, guys. So firstly, thank you for joining me at Temple Lake. I do hope to get here again before it closes in February, so fingers crossed that will happen. Sorry I haven't been able to get any fish on the bank. It has been fishing rather tough at the minute, so fingers crossed maybe if I don't get anything before I leave on my next visit, I will manage to get one out before it closes. So guys, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything, and I post every single Friday about 6:30. If you've enjoyed this vlog, give it the old thumbs up, and if you want to be notified of future posts, hit that bell icon. Alright guys, thank you for joining me, and once again, stay safe, stay fishing.